today we are going to have a debate of various aspects of each one, comparing them and noting the characteristics of each one. We will start with the historical aspect. Could you tell me a little bit about the history of each one of your countries? Starting with the independence. Colombia, you can start.
Well, the independence of Colombia was given on Independence Day, July 20, 1874.
We will continue with another country, which is Antigua and Barbuda.
The independence of Antigua and Barbuda took place in November 1, 1981 from the United Kingdom.
Excellent. We will continue with another country, Panama.
Panama had freedom from the Spanish in 1821 and independence from Colombia in 1903.
Okay, now tell me about the income forest resources of each one of your countries, starting with Colombia.
In Colombia has forest income 0.1% of GDP, compared to other countries, it's ranked 111.
My country have an income forest resources of 1.21% of GDP. The next country is Antigua and Barbuda.
The GDP forest resources of Antigua and Barbuda consists 1.8%.
The next country is Panama.
Income from Panama is 0.08% of the GDP.
Now tell me the environmental programs of each one of your countries, starting with Colombia.
Of the environmental problems, the most notable is air pollution. Colombia country released particulate emission 15.24 micrograms per cubic meter, carbon dioxide emissions 97.81 megatons, and methane emissions 81.52 megatons.
Is Paraguay. Speaking of environmental problems of Paraguay, is the deforestation pollution, water pollution, rivers suffer from toxic discharge, thermals release mercury and thorium in rivers and streams. The next is Antigua and Barbuda.
Other Miami are a major concern due to limited natural freshwater resources. A future happened by logging to increase crop production, causing rains from salting.
The next country is Panama.
Some of these problems are the water pollution by agriculture runoff that threatens filter resources, deforestation of the rainforest, the land degradation and soil erosion, triggering the sedimentation of the Panama Canal, as well as air pollution in urban areas, mostly from carbon dioxide emissions, 10.721 megatons. The climate itself is tropical maritime, being hot, humid, cloudy, and with a prolonged rainy season, May to January, and the dry season short, that is January to May.
Excellent. Now tell me about the major rivers of each one of your countries, starting Colombia.
The most important river in Colombia is Rio Negro, River South, shared with Venezuela and Brazil, and Orinoco, shared with Venezuela.
Well, the most important river of Paraguay is called Plata Paraná. The next is Antigua and Barbuda.
Antigua and Barbuda don't have rivers because are an island, but have a lake in the center of Barbuda.
Very interesting. The next is Panama.
The more important river in Panama is the Chiriquí River.
Okay, now can you tell me about the endemic animal of each one of your countries, starting with Colombia?
The endemic animal of Colombia is the blue violet. Carousel is a bird that is only found in Colombia.
Now, the endemic animal of Paraguay is the marsh deer.
The endemic animal of Antigua and Barbuda are the lobster that lives in the Caribbean Sea.
Interesting. Now the next country is Panama.
The endemic animal from Panama is the Panamanian golden frog, also known as the Cerro Campana.
Very interesting. Now we will address another different topic, that is society. Tell me some interesting characteristics of your population, religion, language, nationality, and ethnic groups. Colombia, you can start.
Well, Colombia has a total population of 49,336,454. Inhabitants. Its most practical religion are Christian with 92.3%, predominantly Roman Catholic, and other regions 1%, and unspecified 6.7%. In the region, the official language is Spanish. However, it has 65 Amerindian languages, and their ethnic groups are mestizo and white, with 87.6%. Afro-Colombia includes mulatto, Russian, and Blanquero, 6.8%. Amerindian, 4.3%. Unspecified, 1.4%.
Okay, the next country is Paraguay. Paraguay has a total of 7,439,863 inhabitants in most popular religions are Roman Catholic, Protestant, Christian. The official language of Paraguay is Spanish, but the another official language is the Guarani. The ethnic groups of Paraguay is Guarani and Mestizos. Next country is Antigua and Barbuda.
In Antigua and Barbuda, the total population consists in 101,489, which is named are Antiguan and Barbudans. The main language are English. In ethnic groups are Afro-descended, mixed, and whites. Finally, the predominant religions are Anglican and Seventh-day Adventist.
Excellent. The next country is Panama.
Groups that divide Panama is the mestizo, Mexican American ones, the Native Americans, the Bogo, and others, like the blacks or African descendants. Now, the official language of Panama is Spanish, but there are others like the indigenous language, including Navarro or Guayani.
Continue with this topic, let's move to economy. Tell me about of the country's economy. The next country is Colombia.
Before COVID-19, Colombia was one of the most constantly growing economies. For poverty reduction, dollar stimulus package mitigate the economic fallout related to infrastructure investments. Successful inflation maintains solid and flexible exchange rate regimen. The national economy suffers from a lack of trade, integration, and infrastructure.
Paraguay. The upper middle income American economy COVID-19 hit while still recording from Argentina driven resources in 2019. Work later in hydroelectricity, great scenario of corruption and money laundering. Antigua and Barbuda, you can continue.
In Antigua and Barbuda have a dual economy, driven by the island tourism and construction. Emerging a blue economy, limited water supply a susceptibility to hurricanes and limit activity. Emerging road infrastructure, favorable to foreign direct investment.
Next country is Panama.
Now, the economical review of Panama is our pyramidal income Central American economy, increasing Chinese trades, USA dollar reserve, and economic expansion fueling broader infrastructure investment. Now, the service sector dominates the economy. Other problem is that direct money laundering and illegal drug is really high.
Excellent. Last, not the last, let's move in the politics of your countries. How is the politics of their countries handled? Colombia, you can start.
In Colombia, a type of government called the presidential republic is managed, which is basically a system in which the constitution establishes a separation of powers between the executive, legislative, and judicial, which is government in the 32 departments and their capital district.
The next country is Paraguay. Paraguay is managed with a presidential republic in politics. From a government with one republic, it's constituted. The constitution establishes the division of powers between the executive power, the legislative power, judicial power, and the head of the state. In the addition to holding the formal representation of the country, is also an active part of the executive power. The next country is Antigua and Barbuda.
The type of government in Antigua and Barbuda is a parliamentary democracy under a constitutional monarchy.
We will continue with another country, Panama.
Panama is a presidential republic.